They're trying to make y'all get all freaky again. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. What's up to the chat? Loving to see you guys all in here already, but I kind of had a feeling after tonight's reunion that you would be here, that, we would all be here as a family, the EXO family. We would join together to have this conversation. What's up, Mel? What's up, Ephesians? Simone, Ariel, Miss Rhonda, Michelle, Muadi, what's going on? Thank you guys. Come on in, and have a seat. We have a lot to do. Like I put in the description, let's let the games begin. Let the games begin as they have tonight on OWN. Let me bring my man of the hour in, Scorpio Moe.
What's up?
What's good? What's good back in Atlanta?
Nice weather. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, we have some crazy weather here. Yeah. I will be back in Atlanta Sunday. Actually, I'll be back in Atlanta on Sunday, and I will be hosting Ministry. So if anybody is in Atlanta and you are interested in coming out, you can go Ministry. Let me put the link in the chat for anybody that wants to come out. We have, I know there's a couple of actors, and it's going to be an interesting show. I'm excited. I'll be hosting that around, I think it's 6 p.m. On Sunday when I get back. So I'll put the Eventbrite link in the chat just in case anybody wants to come out. Mo, if you are available, you should come out.
Hold up.
Oh, Lord. The last time he did this, y'all know he went and got some flowers. I don't know what he's about to do, but I have a sneaky suspicion there's going to be some.
No. We good. We good.
You got a person? You got company over there?
Nah. I lost something. I was looking for it. I thought it might have been Neymar.
Was it a rose?
No, it was not. It had nothing to do with the show, but I saw something made me think it might have fell up. Anyway, it's not important. Hey, where y'all from? Let me see where y'all from.
Y'all go ahead and let's put the cities in the chat tonight, and make sure that you like the conversation while you're doing that. Also, you guys, I am coming to you from Orlando. I am at Disney. We have been here for Disney's Dreamers Academy. I'm excited about that. I don't know why I can't get the links to go in the chat. That's so weird. But yeah, that's Charlotte, New York. Yes, New York. So we were sitting doing media work. What did you say, Mo?
No, you said New York. I got the subway map. Anyway, good.
Okay. The fashion is coming through. So we were there in the media lounge, and one of the girls had like a reaction, and we were just like, what is that? What? And come to find out, it was during the time of the earthquake, because she was like, you guys didn't feel that? And we were like, no. Come to find out, she was right. There was a earthquake, and I don't know if she was sensitive or she has family there and she was tuned into them, but she definitely had a reaction, felt the earthquake. But to my understanding, everybody was, it wasn't a bad situation, but all this stuff is scary.
Yeah, my family was all in the group chat saying, did you feel it? Did you feel it? And all this other stuff. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, so Ministry is on Sunday. Also, okay, I had an opportunity to sit down with Rysa Tisa before I came out here. to Orlando. And I want, you know what, we'll get into Ready to Love, but I definitely want to ask you a question because in that interview, she shared with me that one of the things that made her, if you guys haven't, if you've been under a rock, Rysa Tisa is a lady that went viral because of a betrayal and deception in her relationship, a love story that went bad. She thought this was the man of her dreams. She met him online, and he ended up being a pathological liar, and just took her through a whirlwind of things. She went on TikTok and explained it in 50 parts, and as a result, she's ended up, you know, being a viral sensation. 400 million people tuned in to her TikTok, which tells me that there are a lot of people that can relate, you know. But one of the things that she said that was interesting to me, and you know, um, I listened to Vanessa and her life coaches interviews, one of their last interviews, and it reminded me of just the conversation I had with Rysa, because I think that a lot of times what we allow is based on things that we're not over, right? Or, you know, or things that we're dealing with. So what we allow in relationships or what we're concerned about, it's all based on our own, you know, our own perception based on what we've gone through. So Rysa told me that, actually her name was Teresa, but she shared with me that because she was turning 35 and she was, you know, being asked by her OBGYN if she was ready to have children. And, you know, if you want to have children, you need to be doing this soon. That when she met this guy and he mentioned on the first date that he wanted to marry her, she thought that was a good idea. And so, yeah, but it didn't, you know, the red flag she ignored because she really wanted it really bad. So my question to you guys tonight is, do you think that people are making decisions specifically on, you know, dating shows and things like this based on things they have been through in the past? Are they making decisions to reject? Are they making decisions to choose based on their own past trauma? And we'll get into that a little bit more later on based on some of the couples. But overall, Mo, what was your thoughts on what was the most surprising thing to you at tonight's reunion?
Alexis, yes.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't. I mean, wow, she's a little firecracker, ain't she?
I did not expect that. I did not expect that. And I will say this,
Oh,
I thought Koshia went at her way too hard, right? Because when she was like, if she wanted, she could get it. Da, 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 da. But now that we see how Alexis just went off, I'm like, well, maybe there was a lot that we didn't see in that other situation, that other, you know,
I could see that.
ladies' lounge, because that was wild. Like none of the guys could calm her down. Nobody could calm her down. She was wilding.
Nobody could get it. She was like, and you could get it too. I was like, whoa, whoa.
That was crazy, especially because a lot of the guys mentioned her being someone that protected Black men, but she obviously is not someone that has the back of Black women. So I'm not.
She
That was
on
wild.
Justin.
Yeah, you know what? And I want to say that I want to say, you know, definitely Alexis was the most disappointing surprise, but I just want to give props to Justin because I think throughout this process, we have consistently said that Justin showed up as a great guy, showed up as, and I'm watching the way he talks to the people, even that he doesn't have a connection with, how he handles the other cast members. Even tonight, when they brought out the mysterious Glenn, how he, you know, was like, you know, brother, I understand. I've dealt with that. Like he just is a good, from what we see,
What we
from
see.
what we see, I really like, I feel like if there was any man on the last few seasons that I would say really showed up in a way that makes Black men look amazing and is a great catch overall, I would say that would be Justin.
Hey, I'm gonna give you something to think about.
Okay.
Justin and Vanessa. Never even crossed your mind, did it? Never
No.
crossed. But the more I seen him, if he would have showed up early, I thought that would probably actually, in retrospect now, would have made a better fit than the other stuff that happened. You just think
I don't think so. I don't think so because I don't think I think that they both showed up and handled themselves well.
maybe
But
that's
I don't think that see,
maybe
we talked about last week the gap in maturity and age.
yeah.
I don't see Justin and Vanessa because I just don't feel like they would match up as far as maturity level, and not saying that he's not mature, that she is or whatever, but I just think he's at a different place in his life than she is. But
That's
I
can't be no different than what he picked.
maturity wise, and I think he also picked who he was very attracted to.
And I got that. I was just going on personality.
On personalities, I could see why you say that, but I just don't see them as a. I just think he needs, to be with a woman that's at a different space, and I think she needs to be with a man that's at a different place in his life. But both of them, I can go ahead and give both of them a thumbs up for carrying themselves with dignity in
Right.
public, and for what we've seen through the edit. I mean, every time for him, how he handled Glenn and what just kind of trying to make him feel comfortable, even how he tried to he tried to de-escalate Alexis, and then when she wasn't, he did try.
You ain't see he checked her real quick and said something slick to her. Then he
But he was trying to tell her to be quiet.
nah,
He was
but
like,
you get a chance, go back and see what he actually said though.
what did he say?
I'm not going. I'll let y'all go back and see somebody in.
Oh, just say it. We don't have time to go back and watch that foolishness. What did he say?
He just checked her and was like
What did
he got
what did
outside his character that we're talking about right now for a second.
what did
Words, man, but y'all see it.
he
But,
say?
and I
Does
like
anybody know what he said? Why would you? We're recapping the show. Just
words, man. There was a lot going on.
anyway. All right. Okay. So let's get
Hey,
into it.
can I say this? I was right about Glenn. I told y'all he was coming back. Did I
You
not?
did. You did.
Damn
You
it!
did. But he was. But I don't understand why Tommy brought him back at the reunion.
We still ain't seen the last of him. Remember, I said that too.
I hope they bring him back on another season.
He might be on the make a move.
Andrea, tell me what he said. Somebody please tell me what Justin said to Alexis, because I saw him tell her to.
Got deep. He switched up for a second and checked the, and then
I
jumped back.
did see her. I did see him tell her to shut up, but I saw him say it like he mimicked, like,
Nah, he said, "Shut the fuck."
Oh wow. Well, good for him. She needed to. She needed to. She was wilding, like she was cussing out production. It. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Not Chaz. He said he's getting married. Okay. We're not there yet. We are not there yet. Okay, so let's talk about the beginning. The
Yes.
beginning. The couple, Patrice won the MVP because people say she played the game. She played the game. She turned down Chaz. She said that she was going with her butterflies. And then Alonzo played in our faces. Do you think Alonzo played in our faces?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And he got caught in a lie.
He got caught in several lies.
For several lies. But I'm like, dog, you suck at this. No, what you listen, brother.
He wasn't even, okay, what do you honestly think? Because it didn't even seem like he was seriously upset. Tommy caught him in a lie. Like he was going with one lie, and then because he was like, me and the girl are just friends. And then after Patrice said that she had talked to the girl and the girl said they had slept together, then he was like, just one time. Like
The worst. Once they got together, brother, he should have just came clean.
Why did he give her a key to his house?
Simp culture. I, I, I don't know. I think he was trying to prove something, that he was dedicated, and it didn't work. You can't be dedicated and a cheater.
I thought, did you guys pick up on the fact that he was upset because Patrice came to his house in a car that he had never seen before?
that you caught that, right? I caught that. He was like, yeah, in a car I never even, yeah, because you was up to something. She did that on purpose. She switched up the yeah.
Yeah, that let me know
But
that
she
you was
had a hint, or already it was some,
right.
and she was gonna pop up in her sister car or whoever car it was.
Yeah, that was wild. I will say this: a couple people in the chat have said that they weren't surprised. I wasn't really surprised because if you guys remember when we first met Alonzo, all he was talking about was sex
Yeah.
and threesomes. And I feel like, when a person shows you who they are, just believe him. He's not serious.
He's not a good liar though. You're gonna be a
He's a
cheater.
horrible liar.
You gotta be a good liar. They go hand in hand.
But he didn't even have to do that, though. He didn't. She said, "This is what I want to ask you, Mo. I want you to stand up and answer for the men's council."
Let's go.
She said that he is the one that brought it to the table and was like he wanted to be exclusive. She also said he offered her the key.
Right.
So what he could have said after they picked each other is that I want us to date, but I don't, he didn't have to try to be exclusive. Why do men put themselves in a position that they're not ready for? Why? What is that?
Well, in that instance, I would say he was trying to get her to let her guard down. Make her feel so comfortable. It's like right in your face. But you're so comfortable, you couldn't possibly think I'll be up to something because I did this, that, and the third. I gave you, you see what I'm saying? So you couldn't possibly think, it's a mind trick. You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't possibly think I'm out here doing something because I gave, and you see, that was the first thing he threw up, right?
Yeah.
I gave you a key. Why would I?
Yeah. That is the first thing he and it didn't make any sense because he just didn't came to light that he had slept with the girl. He was like, if I was doing something, why would I give her a key?
That's already planned out. He thought he had that covered.
Wow.
That's why just showing up with the other car threw him off.
That's wild.
And he take it. They got STD tests and all kind of wild shit. Like, yo.
You know what's interesting? So I was thinking back of all the different scenes because you guys remember, I guess I fell for it. I because I was like, I kind of like Alonzo and Patrice. So all the times that he was saying, could you fall in love with me? And all that was game.
It's the spell to get them under the spell of that you love love. And guess what? If you love that, I love love. And that if I love love and I know you love love, it's the spell. The talking to him, the whisper, it's getting them under the spell. And that's what he did. Even pulled it away from the money joint, from the Chaz.
Because you know why? I'm gonna tell you this. Because women, you would underestimate Alonzo because he seemed half goofy. So you wouldn't think that he would be trying to run slick. I'm being, ladies, back me up in the chat. Y'all know you would look at him. He wasn't smooth like Chaz. He wasn't well spoken like Dominique. He wasn't even charismatic like LaRon. So you think that he's being honest because he's just kind of goofy and seems awkward, but that still was game.
That's the magic trick. I'm distract you over here, but I'm doing the bullshit over. You see what I'm saying? That's
waving the dog. I'm waving the dog.
Yeah, that's magic.
Okay, so tell women. This is why you're on the show, Mo. This is why you are my co-host, because we need to know, how can a woman intercept that type of game? Because a lot of times you will think a goofy dude or a dude that's a little awkward, socially awkward, you wouldn't expect him to be doing the same things. Oh, thank you, honey bunny.
But they
You
did
wouldn't expect him to be doing the same. Is my honey bunny running game on me?
no, they did the same thing with Chaz. It was just the opposite of the spectrum. Y'all thought, you see what I'm saying? It's the same shit. It's just the opposite side of it. The goofy guy or the guy over here with the job that's well spoken, and you see what I'm saying? It's
But I'm
the,
saying, how can women avoid the trap? How
you
can
know what it is, and this is what women do. Stop trying to, like. I remember going out on this date, and the girl brought her friend, right?
mm-hmm.
I'm like, the friend just showed up from the parking lot. And I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, I don't know you. And it's kind of like she needed protection or something. And I
Mm.
y'all ass. Like, I don't know why you would bring a girl for protection. What you do, men analyze men better than women.
Yes.
I be trying to tell women, stop. You be bringing your girlfriends and be like, girl, what you think about him? Stop asking them. Ask men. Ask your uncle, cousin, brother, somebody in your family, maybe your ex that you cool with. Stop asking women. Like, I don't ask men about other women. I ask women.
And then I'll be trying to tell you and you don't be listening.
That
But
with this shit. Listen. Stay focused.
what's up, Rico? What's up, Rico? Adrian and Rico are out partying.
So
And that's my honey bunny's bestie. Well, I guess men don't have besties.
yeah,
It's
don't
his battle buddy.
oh boy, it's men. But that's what it is. Men. Get the men.
That's a good point. That's a good that's good. And if you remember, Patrice's brother did not like Alonzo.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Introduce.
Yeah.
We had this. This was one of the tips to introduce the men and your like early. Like he ain't gotta stay long. Your brother y'all might set it up. Like he came through, or my brother just wanted to meet you real quick. It's put dudes on their toes to know who they could play with.
Yeah.
But you
I've
sitting up.
been told that so many times because it just gives a little bit of accountability. And I really think that, I think I agree with you. The only one, women do need to trust their intuition and the red flags. And the first time you see them, because like I said, when we first met Alonzo, he was talking shit. And we cannot forget, even they brought it up again tonight, his conversation with Koshia, where he still tried to lie.
But here's
He
the thing.
still lied.
He pivoted. He saw the other dude go home because of the shenanigans he was doing as well. And
He was doing the same thing as Lamar.
he turned into the love guy. That's all game.
Wow.
He saw what was happening. He didn't want to go. So he pivoted and tried to be the opposite. I mean, some of it's going to seep out because he's just on the goofy side of the game. But at the same time, like, I'm telling you,
Hold
man.
on, Mo. This is a good question that C. Rochelle has asked. She says, Mo, what do women do that send men a message that they are easy to deceive or play? Now, all the ladies, everybody, put your phones down. We need to listen to this answer because we need to know this is serious. Like, what do women do that sends men a message that they are easy to deceive or play?
A lot of times, I hate to say it, but it's a little too sweet in the beginning. Too sweet. A little too, you know what I mean? And I don't mean like be mean or be a B. I don't mean that. But when dudes see that they could, the opportunity is like, we were talking earlier before when I was telling you, like amongst guys.
Yeah.
If a guy goes see his homeboy in his neighborhood, and he goes in there really with a smiley face and be like, hey guys, you can't like, guys start to look at that. You start to become prey, whether you know it or not. You know,
Yeah.
guys with the face, and they be meeting each other, and they sizing each other up and feeling each other out. Well, when a man, let's say he's out to dinner, or if he meets a woman from across the room, and I hate to say it, but what's her name? Rysa
Tisa. Yeah.
Rysa, is that her real last name? That's real.
Her real name is Teresa Johnson.
Where's the Rysa T? Anyway, sometimes when we see women that we feel like, you know what, I shouldn't say we. when some men feel like, or some men,
Thank you.
I might be the best thing this woman ever had to offer. She ain't gonna meet no dude like me. She probably used to dealing with da da da, or maybe she don't have no man for whatever reason, or she don't
Right.
whatever reason. Those are the women that start to become prey. The chicks that be looking like they got dudes or they be women, they're less to get played, believe it or not. I mean, they
No,
get
I believe
played.
that.
No, hold on. They get played, but it's on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
It ain't on this level. You know I mean?
I think I shared with you guys what my son told me. He said he holds his like back. And that is, he told me, because I went on a date with this guy that he did not like. He told me I needed to hold my light back. And so I started doing that naturally just because men would say stuff and you learn that men just talk because they just talking. They just
But
talking and testing.
but here's the thing. I think there's a balance in it. Like, don't be to the point where you're um standoffish, and you could be, you know what I mean? There's a finesse way that you could do it where you can they changed the meaning to the word finesse, but there's a way you could do it where you don't come off like a B or anything like
But
that.
I mean, somebody said earlier, it does seem like men do like bitches because that does seem to be true.
No, it's
Lovely Jada, it's hold your like back, not light. We don't ever want to hold our light,
right.
LIGHT back. But he was just saying, don't let a man know you like him
Yeah, like
up front. Your like back. And I mean, when he told me that he was 9, so that was his way of saying it. But
no, he's
I
right.
think that I don't become excited over what I hear. I wait until the actions align with the words. And I think that's one of the things, but I also agree with some of the things that I've seen in the chat is that when your self-esteem is down and when you kind of show up desperate, that is for some men are able to snip that out. And
Well,
that's one of the things that Rysa Tisa said is that she had heard that my biological clock is ticking. I want a man. I want a man. And anybody picks up on desperation. Same thing with a woman and a man. I don't think anyone is attracted to anybody who's desperate. It's just not I don't want a man that's desperate.
well,
Um,
sorry.
oh, that's good, Mwadi. She says our eyes are better students than our ears. Go
No,
on what you see and experience, not what you say. Girl, go on. You bet not what they say. I love that.
but that's the reason why Charlemagne made the comment that he made, because you don't have to see her to know that. You don't have to see anybody to know that. Not it's a good chance that whatever this person is, if they're dealing with this or keep dealing with it, there's a self-esteem problem somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's all that is.
Well, in this situation, I don't think Patrice has low self-esteem.
Oh,
I think she was playing the game. And I say this,
he
I
was.
don't think she was really heartbroken because I think that, she might not have he might have ended up looking like he played her, but I don't think she was heartbroken because if she was at LaRon's house cooking and rubbing his feet,
I'm just saying.
now that's what we haven't talked to Patrice. That's just what LaRon said. But if she was over there cooking and cleaning and rubbing feet, then
But
she wasn't serious.
he said cooking too?
Cleaning and rubbing feet.
Oh, okay.
That is wild. That is wild.
She's
I
right.
She is, but I'm just saying, who is doing that to somebody, a man that's not yours?
Massage therapist. They do it all the time to men and anything.
I mean, unless he was paying her.
He might have
I
left
don't like it. I don't like it.
he might,
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, let's move on to
by the way.
Mika and Will. Now, I do have a question for you. I have a question for everybody in the chat. What is that? What is that? And now I'm not trying to be funny because I told you guys last week I thought that I didn't like earlier this week I didn't like how Mika went back and forth with him. But I need you guys to answer. That is a huge medallion. What does it say? It looks like it says P-Boy will.
I don't know.
It looks like it says P-Boy as in Playboy will with a house next to it. One more time.
Those houses.
Is he a Playboy?
P. That's what P is. He's pushing P.
He's pushing P. Yeah, that was wild. That was a wild.
Hey, you know what I did notice about that clip?
What?
We ain't even going to the comments from last week's show, but a lot of stuff that she said was after the fact.
Yeah. Yeah. If somebody said it looks like a real estate promo chain.
What is he selling? Section 8 houses? Like,
let's watch the clip from last week. Let's watch it again.
You don't know anything about me.
You don't know anything about me.
Okay then.
We had one conversation. We had one conversation because he got mad because we called him thirsty because he was.
I wasn't thirsty.
That's what happened.
What would I be thirsty over a girl that got? I ain't even gonna get into it. I ain't gonna say what I want to say.
Please say it.
You're not my type.
Scammer, please.
I'm a scammer?
You a scammer.
I'm a scammer.
Bitch.
What you is? You a baby mama with your tubes tied.
What?
Oh.
This is so nasty. This is I want to go out there.
It looks terrible. You unattractive. You bad built.
That's
you a
cool.
little man.
You got a BBL. Your body not real.
all right.
That chain not real.
Okay. Mo, I still disagree with you. I feel like when you tell a dude that you don't want him, and I'm gonna say this. People were in the comments talking about when you bring a person's medical history in.
Yes, thank you. Who said that, lovely lady?
First of all, okay, is a BBL medical history?
The tools talk. Get off this.
No, I'm just saying, and I don't even think you're getting your tubes tied as your medical history. I don't think that's.
He didn't tell everyone.
Well, you know what? If a person has their tubes tied and they don't want people to know, that's deceptive. The tubes tied is something that a person that you're dating needs to know.
They weren't a connection in the first place. So what difference does that make?
But I'm just saying, him saying that her tubes were tied, that she is a baby mama with her tubes tied. He was explaining why he was not thirsty for her. When she said you were thirsty, he said thirsty for what? Then she said, wait a minute. She said, you're a scammer. And then he said, well, I'm a scammer. How am I a scammer? She said, you're a scammer. Then he said, well, you're a baby mama with your tubes tied.
Well, he said he was about to say that before that.
He was, but he tried not to, but she kept pushing.
He tried not to because he knew it was wrong.
Was it wrong for her to say that?
Okay, was it wrong for LaRon to call her when he felt disrespected and he called, what's the name of the B word?
LaRon has been wrong this entire season. So, I'm not even going to hold you.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's like, y'all said, well, he got disrespected, so anything goes. But then when they say the B word, y'all say that's not fair. So which one is it? He hit low, and that wasn't, come on, man. Like, where's the line at then?
Everybody was wrong, in my opinion.
No, I believe everybody was wrong.
I also feel like this. Let me say this. I feel like if you come on a reality show, to a dating reality show, then you have to be willing. And if you are dating men between 30 and 50, if you have had if you've had your tubes tied, that really is important information that should be used, that should be shared, right? Because you can't have any more children.
On the reunion show? That should be shared? Come on.
But I'm saying he was explaining why she was not a attractive connection for him. Do you think that he was chasing her?
But what would be the purpose unless they were at the bridge and he was like, well, this is the reason why I don't have a connection with you.
What was her purpose for calling him a scammer?
It started off with the whole, how did the whole thing start off?
It started off with her saying he was mad because we called him thirsty because he was.
Wait, I'm not thirsty.
Well, yes, you were thirsty because, I mean, it went back. Anyway, I'm not, we disagree. We disagree. I just think both of them was wrong, but I did want to know about the chain. I just had questions.
He was pushing P.
Okay. Thank you.
Pushing.
Thank you. Now I know that Will is pushing P. Okay, we can move on. We can move on. We can move on. I'm not saying that. I just think they both are wrong. I'm not saying I don't think it's any.
They both were definitely wrong. I just thought he was dead wrong. That's all. They both were wrong.
They both were wild, and it just went too far. But let me ask you this.
Yes.
If you came on a show, I mean, no. Just ask the show. If you're dealing with a woman and you don't want children,
mm-hmm.
and she tells you she cannot have children,
mm-hmm.
and then she turns up pregnant, are you upset?
If I meet a woman, she tells me she doesn't want children.
No, she says she cannot have children.
Because, well, her tubes tied, she got a medical condition.
Say she tells you her tubes are tied and they're not.
And then what?
But she pops up and says, with a pregnancy test.
Do I want children?
Say no.
Oh, I was about to say something, boy, but I know this chap will be on my ass.
What were you about to say?
Is there a flight of stairs nearby?
Oh.
It's a joke.
Chanel turned over.
No, I don't know. That's the kind. I don't know.
Chanel was like, "What?"
I don't know.
My point is this: I'm saying all that to say, when you're coming on a dating show and you're dating people between 30 and 50, I think if you're able to have children again or not should be up for. I don't think that's a secret that you should keep.
But what does that have to do with the reunion, though? That's my problem.
It's a lot of things that don't have any. The point is, people are like, it's her medical history. It's private.
If he had an STD before they shot the show, and would that have been right for her to say that? Well, I didn't want a baby not by you, because you had syphilis.
Don't say that, because that may happen when they go to Philly. Let's just be quiet.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, I don't want to put nothing in the air. I don't want to put nothing in the air. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, that wasn't the place for it.
Viva Latrice said maybe her tubes are tied to the thirsty ones. Maybe.
I'm mad at that.
I'm not mad at that either. And I actually agree with Koshia. Koshia was funny tonight to me when she said that, and I got to bring something else up. Gun Boss, I'm sure, is not still watching anymore, but he kept saying that Koshia and LaRon messed around. Koshia tonight, when she said that Alonzo, she wasn't attracted to him. She called his dreads dusty or something. And she said that he didn't have any reason to need to know about what she liked sexually, because there was no sexual chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said, LaRon knows, Chaz knows. I was like,
where was
you didn't pick that up? Yeah, she said that. Did you guys hear that when she went? There was in a confessional. She said that Alonzo didn't. Huh?
Maybe because I went away at the confessionals, I forgot. Okay.
Yeah, she said Alonzo didn't have any need. She didn't have any reason to share that information with Alonzo because there was no physical connection, and that was not going to be anything like that. And then she said, Chaz knows, Laurent knows. I was like, yo, that was wild.
I gotta see that again, man.
People heard it in the chat.
I believe you. I'm just trying to that don't.
See, so I may tell a Negro wearing an ugly medallion, my tubes are tied too. I'm not mad. Hey.
What?
Oh, crazy. Koshia said that. She said that LaRon and Chaz knew what her sexual preferences were. What does that mean to you?
You don't. No, you're not gonna get me to do that. I'm not gonna say what that means. She had sex with one of the gentlemen, and maybe the other gentleman told the other gentleman.
That's not what it means. I don't think Koshia is that type of chick.
To have with one and the other guy.
Maybe. No, because she said LaRon knows, Chaz knows. That don't sound like somebody is saying that they told him. That's saying she had at least had a sexual conversation with both LaRon and Chaz.
Oh.
And Chaz really did have connections with all the ladies.
I thought even deeper than that. I was gonna say something else, but okay.
But yes, I'm glad y'all picked that up because I was like, oh, okay.
I would have texted you if I would have saw that. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I thought you did. I was like, yo, I do want to say,
commercial break.
I do want to say Koshia did look beautiful. I think
best dress.
My best dress was Laylin though.
Something about her throws me off. I ain't gonna hold you.
I like her. She was best dressed for me.
Can I tell you something?
And then Koshia next.
I don't like these gloves. What the fuck? Yo, what? What? Can y'all help me out with the gloves? I'm confused. This is the second reunion now.
I wore a glove.
I
wore a glove to the TI orchestra.
What? What?
It just makes you feel fancy. Kat says she does not like the gloves either. Y'all didn't like Laylin's dress? I liked it with the thing. It looked very graceful. I liked it.
So
no,
this all night with the
gloves. oh, Haitian Empress didn't like my gloves for the TI event. Thank you.
Okay. Why though? I'm just saying.
I just liked it. I know. Yes, TI did an orchestra night. Okay.
So let me ask you this: when you buy an outfit, they have the glove sitting on the side. You be like, you know what? That's gonna be sharp right there. Let me get that.
Whatever. I will not do gloves again. Y'all not gonna come for me, okay? Leave me alone, okay? I didn't like Alexis's gloves.
I didn't like nothing.
I really only liked the only dresses I liked tonight were Koshia and Laylin.
Like Koshia. The guy
Laylin's dress. Y'all are tripping. That dress was beautiful.
Something about her that throws me off, man.
She looked beautiful.
The hair.
The gloves are always doing too much.
Thank you.
You know what? I try things from time to time.
I saw pink glove. I'm like, what the hell? Why? Why?
I didn't see, you know what? I couldn't really see Vanessa's dress. She looked pretty, but I couldn't really see her dress. Let me pull up a picture because y'all are crazy with this. Laylin's dress was the bomb.
Rashina had the dress with the like the Patti LaBelle used to wear. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Yeah, that looked like something from the Jetsons or something. I wasn't feeling that.
I didn't like because I didn't like no dresses besides Laylin and Koshia.
Yeah, I take Koshia. The dudes was all trash. Sorry. And who was the one dressed like the Amish person? The guy.
You know what? Y'all are gonna be mad at me with this, and it's okay. I'm still gonna say it. I actually liked for his style. Now, I would not put my honey bunny in this, but I thought I liked what Alonzo had on. I did. You know what? I wish I could pull up the pictures because I thought he looked good.
See this?
What is that? Let me see if I can find it.
What the hell?
I liked it. No.
Possibly the worst outfit on.
No.
One of them.
You don't know anything about
You don't know anything.
What are you looking for?
I just pulled up the medallion.
What?
I can't find his page, but I liked his suit. I liked it on him. I did. It wasn't bad. Now, I didn't like the hat. I thought he went too far with the hat. But why didn't you like the suit?
You gotta be very careful with hats.
Why didn't you like the hat? Why didn't you like the suit?
Look at it. What do you mean? Come on.
I think for him, it was fashionable. It was fashionable for him.
To go where?
Like if you were going to like a seersuckers day party.
Seersucker circus.
Okay, out of the guys, who was the you know what? Rysa 1019 said Alonzo looked like a bouquet of Chaz petrified flowers.
I like that.
You know what? Glenn probably was best dressed. Glenn looked nice.
I like Glenn.
Glenn is actually very handsome.
Glenn, you heard him talking during the joint, doing the thing.
Yeah.
Talking to the lady. Glenn would have been all right if he would have got his confidence together.
I don't know. I think he deals with anxiety or something, because he said it was happening right then.
Yeah, it was. But I like him though.
I did too. He was very handsome. Now, I don't know about dating someone like that.
Because I like confidence, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about you know what was funny to me that I don't know if you guys picked up on. So when they asked, Tommy was messy with doing those first of all, April said that William was like Jeffrey from Toys R Us. And that was hilarious. I was like, what?
Yeah. But it was fun.
That was wild.
He's a comedian, though. He got to take it like a champ. He's a comedian.
He did. He took it really well. I thought that was, he didn't even trip at all. She was apologizing and falling over her feet. But he was just like, he did. He said that William seemed to her like Jeffrey from Toys R Us.
He did say that.
And y'all, I'm here at Disney and I'm staying in the Animal Lodge, and there's giraffes right outside my window. So when I was watching, I was like, what is going on? When I was watching, I was like, oh man, the giraffe is right outside. I'm trying to see if I can show y'all some of the giraffe. The giraffe was right. The giraffes are right outside. You see that? Oh, I hate this phone and the.
You can feed them?
You see them?
Yeah.
Well, they come up to the window. This is out my hotel window.
Can you feed them?
No, I can't feed them. I'm afraid of them. I'm afraid to feed them. But yeah, William, I was watching and I was looking at the giraffes, and I was like, wow, that's crazy that she said that he reminded her of Jeffrey. I want to be a Toys R Us kid. That was wild. But did you check out when Tommy said that somebody called LaRon the biggest snake all season, which started the Alexis
right
hoo-ha-ha.
Right.
And then after all that was happening, William was like, I'm the one that said it, by the way. Did y'all pick that up?
I didn't peep that.
Yeah, he said it, but it was like his mic was picked up, but everybody was doing all that back and forth trying to get Alexis to calm down. But I was like, yeah, that's hilarious. And it makes sense because LaRon has acted up and basically got him kicked out by telling everybody about the text messages. So I figured that he would tell.
LaRon spoke on him. LaRon spoke on
Alexis.
Dominic too.
Dominic, he did. Yeah, it was William that admitted that he said it. Yeah. Hilarious.
But once again, somebody else, she like, she rubbed me the right. I don't know why they was goo goo gaga over her, man. Alexis. They was protected. I was like, her?
Yeah, that didn't age well.
She was like Chaz. It was like they were trying to say everybody had a connection with her.
They did. But you know what? The way she acted tonight made me believe that maybe she was going overboard to cater to all the men. Like maybe she was trying to play, because the way she acted tonight let us know that she's really not a girl's girl. Now,
good point.
Tonight we know that the guys all had the cast, the cast from Ready to Love Fort Worth. They had a party premiere for the reunion, and I just want to get y'all's opinion on this that was shared on Instagram earlier. Mo is all for it.
Yeah, I like the video very much. I thought it was...
Here we go. Here we go. This is the guys.
It don't work the same without the music. And I know you can't play the music on YouTube, but
I can't play the music.
But it's not the same effect.
Look, I got enemies, got a lot of enemies, got a lot of people trying to drain me of my energy. They trying to take away from a nigga. Fucking with the kid and pray for your nigga.
We actually are throwing a reunion watch party where we have 30 members from every season of Ready to Love coming to Bruce City, 7 p.m. on Friday. It's going to be stupid. We're going to do a live Q&A. We're doing giveaways. It's going to be twice as better as our premiere party.
All right, so
I like it.
All right, yeah, the shot in the beginning. I just want to make sure y'all saw the whole shot. This.
It's forward. You requested it, so we rewind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. First of all, I will say LaRon is ready for TV. LaRon is ready for television. Fort Worth is campaigning to keep Ready to Love there. It's crazy. They are really seriously going out with this. They are serious. I don't think I have ever seen a cast do all of this. Now in the comments, in the caption, it said that LaRon said he was cool with all the guys only, none of the girls. And I was like, what? So it appears that this season, except for Justin and Glenn, who did not do anything, it seems like all the guys have issues with all the women, which is weird.
All the guys have issues with all the women. Why do you think that?
Why do you think that?
I don't know. Well, obviously we know with the Alexis situation, he got rid of his main, which was his lifeline, and then after that he was trying to jump on the raft. We talking about right? But I can't see why. Obviously when he came to interview with us, there was an issue with him and Koshia. I don't know what that was.
Well, he said that Koshia was upset that he switched and was dealing with Maya. Yeah. So LaRon says, shout out to the guys and the guys only. And then he has a emoji of a snake.
Then he has an issue with Mika because of what happened. And then Maya. So I don't understand why he would have an issue with Vanessa, Patrice, unless they all just have an alliance. I don't understand why he would have an issue.
It seems like they're all having an alliance even now after the show has finished filming.
Because I think we're going to, who's going to make a move, or who's going to really get something out of this?
Maybe that's the case. Maybe they're trying to make a move, because we do think that we would want to see men on that show now instead of another season of women. Even Camille and Cornelia said that they would want to see men on the next season. Say it again.
Do you think that would work?
I think so. I think if they got men who were willing to show enough personality.
And whatever gentlemen that we have in here, I know we have predominantly women, but would y'all want to see? Would y'all like to see guys? It doesn't have to be these guys, but just guys in general from the past shows.
Do you guys want to see men on Make a Move instead of women? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think as much response. See, OWN is going, well, production, because OWN, it's not the producer. Will Packer production is a production company. They are going to go with the person that has the most response. So be that love or hate. For instance, Charisse did not get a lot of love on her season. People were strongly anti-Charisse, which is why she was automatically called back. So for the response that LaRon has gotten, I do see him potentially having a chance.
That's a fact.
I definitely see that, because he gets a response from women, because he's, doing too much, seems too passionate, but he also, I don't know. But then too, if you burn bridges with production, then it doesn't make it likely for you to do that. So it'll be interesting to see if that happens.
I think it's better with men. You know why? It could work better with men. I mean, on the love level. Because
they're not gonna get. Mawadi says, I'm surprised OWN doesn't get him for copyright infringement for clips from the show. No, because they send the cast the actuals, those trailers and stuff, because they want them to post. So what he did is he had a videographer chop up those things, and they're not gonna be upset, because it just makes people watch the show more. So it's not gonna do that. It's not gonna get them upset, as long as they're on the show up until next week. They can probably continue to use those images. And even afterwards, I don't think OWN would call them on that, unless they were actually using the logo and promoting things out after their season is over. But OWN right now, it helps to keep people tuned in to watch the show.
Great.
I've also seen LaRon and some of the other guys say that they have made this season, that OWN owes them, because they made this season great.
Now y'all taking it too far. Y'all taking it too far now.
Yeah, I don't think.
Bro, they've been watching.
Yeah, people love this show. Is something that people watch because of their own. They relate. They can relate. It was a great concept. I do wish they would restructure it. Because I feel like this season shows everybody is trying to be so strategic. They're playing themselves, like they're really missing out on something real, because they're trying so hard to be masters of the game. Like it's.
You know what's funny about that? All right, so in the real world, remember the show The Real World?
Yes.
It used to be like, and it got to that point, and then you know what they did? They started doing real world challenges.
Yeah.
Because of so they took that energy that people started to have, and they turned it into a whole nother show. Because people trying to win, being competitive, and so it, the contestants, well, at that time, I guess the people that were on The Real World, they just turned into contestants for a game show, basically.
Yeah, that's true. And I could say, I feel like that would almost be better, because I'd rather than play a game.
What's the name did that? Flavor of Love, and then they had and the girl won $1 million. You see what I'm saying? So
that's true.
And
I saw, just to your point, I saw that they are bringing back Flavor of Love.
With that dude?
I don't know if he's going to be. It probably won't be for him. It'll probably be him involved in some way. But VH1 is doing a reboot or something. I don't know.
I say Flav's like 63 years old.
Hey, but did you see that Russell Simmons' daughter Aoki was out with a?
Oh, when I tell you, Russell is
reaping what he sowed.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. You know what? I didn't even think. Damn.
Funny thing about them tables, they always turn. Those chickens always come home to roost.
No, she's actually younger than Kimora was when Russell first met her.
No, Kimora was younger than Aoki.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Kimora was young. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, Kimora.
Now, this guy is older than Russell was.
Right.
Kimora, there's a 44-year age gap.
Woo! Hollywood, boy. Oof.
Yeah, and they were kissing, so I don't know what more we need to see, but back to Ready to Love. So what else is on the table for for part 2. Obviously, they touched on what in the hell these text messages. What I really wish they would do is have the text messages on the screen so that we can all see them. Because at this point, the fact that we keep hearing about these mysterious text messages that were in the group text of, uh, pitting different people and kicking people out. Like it's childish, and I just wish that it would be exposed.
I think there's a mole. How do we be knowing this?
There is a mole.
Yeah.
We'll show the messages on Little Black Book 91. Well, I hope they show them on the reunion. They probably won't. But that's to me, it's just ridiculous that these people were doing this. I do want to know what I'm interested to hear. Like I said, I listened to Vanessa's live with her therapist, and I think that was really smart. That was a very smart move for her therapist to do. And I know she's, recruiting women, and it was very smart for her to do that every week. That was a smart move. I'm interested to know what caused Chaz to be that angry with her, and to even with on the reunion, we see he's still angry, and Vanessa doesn't seem angry.
And I got a question for you though. I thought about this. Was it today or yesterday? Because we were both. I ain't gonna put on just you, because I even said something must have happened. But what if it was because nothing happened?
Well, I don't know. After listening to her conversation, I felt like she was sharing that he had rejection issues, right? Mm-hmm. She said that his brother had shared with her that he had rejection issues. And so maybe he was angry because she didn't choose him, or she couldn't, she couldn't tell him that she was going to choose him. And maybe that caused him to be afraid of her rejecting him and try to reject her first.
There you go. Did you get the text I sent you, the screenshot?
I did. But see,
I don't want to disclose that quite yet. But,
yeah. But see, I think a lot of times when it comes to like third parties, you just don't know.
No, but what I'm saying is, if that's the case, then there's history there.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. But in her conversation, she did talk about the fact that he has shared a lot with her about his past, and that his brother had shared with her that he didn't take rejection well. And that could be from a past trauma that he's dealt with, and maybe he fears abandonment or rejection.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just speculating based on that conversation that she had with her therapist. And something happened to him. Maybe he was reacting emotionally, and so he was triggered by something. I don't know what it was.
It might be just as simple as what happened on the bridge.
How could that trigger that? I don't think so.
The ego, the flowers, the rejection, and the backup plan.
But he even said before that, he was like, he had some reservations about Vanessa before that day when they were, he said that he didn't like that she was being very jealous. Remember when they were at the couples trip, he voiced some concerns about Vanessa back then.
I think because she didn't have another connection and he did.
Yeah.
He might.
Connections.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know, but it definitely is something. And that's why I asked the question earlier. Sometimes people are carrying around their own hurt and pain, and they're not healed. And that causes them to react differently to things that may not cause a person that's healthy to react that way. He was hurt, because for him to be like, you're a narcissist and I can't love you and my love for you died, like it's something that he feels that she does not maybe know.
It could be a situation where he poured into her and it wasn't reciprocated. And
that could be. But then that would make him feel, so for him, he's feeling like it's a betrayal or it's something.
It could be. But at the same time, maybe pouring into her, She saw something, was like, oh, you see what I'm saying?
I agree. Because I feel like she's really trying to do the work. The reason that I believe that I do believe that she really is doing the work, because she was doing this before the show, according to the situation with the life coach. She was trying to get help. And what I also liked about her, and I don't really watch other people's interviews because I like to keep a clear head, but I wanted to understand, because we haven't, been able to talk to her all season long, what exactly was going on, because there's a lot that she's not saying even on the show. And so one of the things that I appreciated about her, and I feel like it shows to me that she's genuine in what she's saying, is that she acknowledged that after she went through a divorce, she went to divorce care, which I did that same program. I did it for a long time. I also went to therapy. She mentioned she went to therapy and then went back. And then she got into this group, and she mentioned that she was not dating wrong, and she actually took accountability for a lot of things that she was doing wrong. So I feel like she really is more healed, probably in some ways, just from what her conversation was. And Chaz seems like he needs approval from women, because even with him doing the Chazzy baby, who's the sexiest man, like he's searching for approval. And then when maybe she didn't give him that, that caused him to feel wounded, because I feel like he definitely was hurt by something, even if it was him hurting himself. It was weird.
So you think it's a validation thing?
But somehow, because anybody that asks a person to figure out who's the sexiest, and then for him to say that he had 11 connections, like he wants to prove that he's the best. He was the best guy there. So, and this is all based on Vanessa's conversation.
The more I'm thinking about it, that might stem from the situation in the relationship with his brothers. I don't know.
We don't know his family background, but we do know that they did talk a lot, and obviously they both know some of each other's history. That's what makes this thing so crazy. And I think even when you're dating people and you're sharing your personal business with them, and then a lot of times they can weaponize that against you in a hurtful way, that makes it worse.
Oh, that's the story of my life with these women.
I think when men do it too, because I know we tell women, don't tell a man when you're, that you were heartbroken or that a man took advantage.
Don't like that is.
But the reality is that's your perception is based on your reality, so it's hard not to. It's hard not to. But
playing life coach and doing all this and diagnosing you and thinking that they know, you be like, what? Nah.
But I don't think, I went to therapy for quite a while. I did divorce care, but at the end of the day, you kind of have to find your own way. We all do, men and women. And Chaz presents really well. I think but there's something else going on there, because that reaction was just not that there's something else that we don't know.
You're going okay. He presents well, and that's true. But a lot of times, not all the time, to a woman that's, I don't know if ground is the word or whatever, it won't get past her, but a lot of times that's all we as men feel like we need.
What, presenting well?
To present well, just presentation. Women like the presentation. Whether it's true or not, it's some other stuff, and we'll find out by the time she finds that out. We done had sex, we done did this, she's locked in, and that's what dudes gamble on. And I'm just giving you free game, ladies. That's risk. So a lot of times you're thinking like he wants to have sex because he just wants to have sex. He wants to have sex to get you locked in, to get you convinced, to get you sold on him. It's not just the physical part. It is, we like that, but it runs a little deeper than that sometimes too, especially to a dude that has an angle. At
this point, it seems like there's lots of angles. But you guys know I believe in love, but it feels like there's a lot of angles. There's a lot of angles.
These are the people that are up to something. Hopefully you know, I mean, I know hopefully, I know for a fact every man is not up to something. Some men,
Right.
I'm just saying the ones that are up to something, then
Right.
what it is.
I would like to hear from Chaz why he responded to her so hatefully, because she never, at least on camera, we've never seen her be hateful towards him. So for him to try to embarrass her,
right, during the clip of the next one, he called her a narcissist. What's
that's
the
what I'm saying. Like,
definition of that?
first of all, I'm sick of people using that
No,
word.
I got it, but
I'm getting ready to read the definition of it, but I'm just sick of people using the word narcissist. It's such a stupid popular word, and people don't. And there's so many people. That's the first thing people want to call somebody else. And the ironic thing is, when I read this definition, it's going to sound like Chaz. It says personality qualities include thinking very highly of oneself, needing admiration, believing others are inferior, and lacking empathy for others. That is the definition of a narcissist. How can you tell if a person is a narcissist? They are preoccupied with fantasies about success, power, brilliance, beauty, or the perfect mate. They believe they are superior to others and can only spend time with or be understood by equally special people. They are critical and look down on people they feel are not important. Ironically,
is it the pot calling it? Is it, how you say it?
The pot calling the kettle black. Like, that is, we've not seen any of these characteristics from Vanessa, but we have seen pretty much all those characteristics from Chaz just from the show. And even with him saying that he wouldn't date women like this or come into contact with them, it seems to be what that definition was. That always happens though. People always are calling people things, specifically with the narcissist one. Like,
the narcissist is calling the people, other people. I get it.
That's what happens. Narcissists are always calling other people narcissists because
people do the same thing, all kind of shit.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to hearing Chaz's explanation for that petrified rose next week. I'm also looking forward to hearing LaRon take accountability for kind of orchestrating all this mess with the group chat and the what?
Did he orchestrate it or expose it?
I don't know. I want to see what it is because I feel like, to me, LaRon always is he was the one saying we got to kick Alexis out. She has to go. She has to go.
He's a ringleader.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even though he's saying he's exposing, is he, or is he writing the plan and then be upset when other people don't go along with it? I mean, even when they went on the trip, he was like, nobody. He is the one. Even this party, he's organized. He is orchestrating everything. So I don't see that he was not orchestrating the alliance. Maybe not. We'll see. I want to see. That's what I want to see. I would love to hear from William. I don't think that we will. But I would love to hear from William. What, you're right. We won't hear from him, but how he felt when the lady said that they didn't want to deal with his situation, and how that situation is going. Because I felt a lot of empathy for him with that situation. I also, we didn't hear anything. We didn't hear from, what's the other guy? The guy that we talked to. He's an Omega. Oh my gosh, I can't think right now. My brain is. No, the one before him. Tall guy, thin, dark skin.
Oh, they about to say it. Jesus. Not Alonzo, William, Well. What's his name? They had the baby.
Jonathan,
my man.
Jonathan. I would like to hear from Jonathan. Because just what his perspective was on the ladies thinking that he wasn't over his ex and how he felt about that. It appears that Justin and Mika are still together. I will admit when I'm wrong if that's the case. I just don't know. I just don't but it looks like they were together. It looks like they are still together.
At least on the reunion, yes.
At least on the reunion. Then we can see what happens afterwards, because with them saying that all the guys, but see, I don't know. We don't know if all the guys are bottle boys. They're all part of.
All are not. Even in you don't see all of them.
Because obviously Dominique is not, and obviously William is not. But it's
either.
Who? Justin doesn't. It doesn't seem like Justin would do that. It seems like Justin is probably cool with everybody.
Yeah, as he should be. He came late anyway, so it's all.
Get on the Justin and Mika train. I will have to see what they say next week. I really like Justin. I don't know. I just have to see, man. I just have to see. Even at the finale, like, it just didn't feel. Mika seemed like she wasn't 100% sure.
I give you that.
People are saying they're still together. I
hope so, but I did peep that look on her. I did see that, what you was talking about.
Yeah, and maybe it's something that she saw that we don't know, and maybe she was just trying to be careful. I'm not sure. Last but not least, we definitely need to hear what happened with Chaz and Vanessa, and then we see that Chaz has made an announcement that he's engaged. That would just go back to prove.
I'll put it to you this way: if that's let me not say that, because it could be real. But I think he life-saving face.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's okay to say that. I think a lot of people do this. I think a lot of people come on the show and you hear that you're not ready to love, and they want to go prove that they are ready to love. And they go out and they try to prove it. I'm ready. And they come back to the reunion and say they have a situation. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Either way, I mean, my hope for everybody is they would get the help that they need. If you're not ready, it's nothing wrong with it. And everybody matures at a different space. So age really shouldn't be something that we mention, even though we do. I do that as well. But honestly, people come to mature at their own time, and we cannot judge when that time is, quite honestly. But if he has found love, then good for him, hopefully. But you know what we'll be telling? We'll be able to tell if he really has found love by how gracious he is to Vanessa. If he comes being hateful to her, then the answer is no, it's saving face.
But let me ask you this. Does maturity equal to a person that's just not ready?
No.
Okay, so I don't think he's immature. I just don't think he's ready. Or he wasn't ready for those situations.
Well, if you need validation from other people and you have a problem with rejection, then you're immature and not ready.
Oh, well, shoot. I know a lot of women like that then.
Well, which is probably why they're not married.
Probably. That's a good point.
But yeah, you could tell if a person has really moved on and they're happy, then they don't come back trying to get revenge. They come back saying, peace to you, peace and blessings, as Ray J used to say. Blessings to you.
Hey, I got a question.
In the words of Ray J.
Would you give an ex advice or encouragement on a relationship or something that they're doing? I mean, relationship-wise with somebody.
Not if I had been in love with that person. No, that's not my place.
Okay.
You can find somebody else to ask for.
No. As you guys were talking for whatever reason.
But I'm saying for me, no, because I feel like I wouldn't. I don't want to be involved in giving advice, nor would I ask an ex advice.
Or wish them luck, or be like, hey, good for you.
I would say good luck.
Would you mean? No, that's enough.
Say it again. Say no, I didn't hear what you said.
I said, would you mean it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought you said, would I meet them? The new person? No.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah, I would mean it. I can say I'm happy that my ex-husband is happy. As much as I was hurt, I am so happy. I have forgiven him. I am so in love with my husband. I am happy for him. I'm happy that he's married and hopefully his wife is amazing to him. I do mean that.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about that type of advice. But yes, I got you.
I mean, I don't know what other type of advice I would be giving.
It wasn't even advice. I spoke to an ex today, and I was well for them, and it was good conversation.
Did the ex call you, or did you call the ex?
Well, they called me asking me about my cousins taking trips to Paris, but they asked me were they still in the situation. Do you know about now?
I do.
And I said I have no clue, so on and so forth. But they were telling me they were just in Atlanta and this, that, and the other. And I know they were seeing somebody here, and I was wishing them, and I was happy for them. I don't care. I ain't with them. I don't care.
But see, sometimes I think more often than not, people really, they're trying to feel you out.
No, this was a different situation. No, but you were married. This wasn't a married situation. I wasn't married to them.
I probably wouldn't be too keen on giving none of my exes that I really was in love with.
To me, if they happy, they leave me alone. So be happy.
That's true. Well, that's true. Like I want everybody to be happy.
Absolutely.
Everybody. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to seeing next week. And then I'm ready to get into the Never Ever Mets.
So here's what I think. I'm gonna ask you, how do you want to do it? So we could kind of introduce that. I don't know if you got information on the cast yet. I know it's not in Atlanta. It looks like somewhere in California.
We should be able to get maybe a screener and do a I'll check and see if I can get that. And definitely do a setup for the first show. I'm excited about that because you know what? I was talking to so many people. Actually, when I interviewed Rysa Tisa, she met the guy on a dating app.
There you go.
And I think that that's what people do. So I asked, we went out for a couples weekend a couple weekends ago, and I asked my couple friends how long was too long. And you guys can let me know in the chat, how long is too long to talk to someone before you actually see them in person? How long is too long? So I said a month. To me, in this day and age with, social media being what it is and people lying, if I haven't met you in a month, I'm probably going to lose interest and keep it moving. What would you say?
I don't know, because believe it or not, the longest relationship I had was someone I met online, but it took me 9 months to physically meet them.
Really?
Yeah, you know her. Yeah, it took me 9 months, and she reminded me of that. She used to remind me of that. And then she finally was like her last call, and she had tickets to this comedy show, and I went, but it was like but it was like you wouldn't speak for a month, and then she was like, yo, dude, what's up? Like, you not, and it was really about meeting up, because I was like, I'm not going way out there. And this out where you stay at. I was like, man. And she was like, well, this is it. And then she had comedy tickets. We went, and it was the longest relationship I had. But so it don't matter to me, that kind of thing.
Okay, so you would wait 9 months.
I mean, I didn't know it was 9 months. She had to point it out. Women remember the time, but I wouldn't. But I mean, I think now I'm conscious of that. I wouldn't wait that long. But I'm pretty sure she was dating other guys. It just didn't work.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Well, Miss Wilson, you're lucky because the rest of us have been dating online. I do agree with Miss Golden T. She says depends on what the gut is saying, but I don't think I would wait very, very long just because it's an issue. Like, it's an issue. Now, if it's someone that's long distance, that is a good point when in Rome. If you're talking to someone, if you met a woman that lived in, say, Vegas, and you guys are having conversations and you're FaceTiming, that could be a little different.
But that's the thing. Like, had a woman hit me, she was like, would you mind getting to know someone that lives in another state? And it took a minute. And I'm like, it depends on the connection. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So how would you know if there was a connection if all you're doing is talking? Because I will say this, talking connection is different than in-person connection.
1000%.
And so I've talked to someone online that we enjoy the phone conversations and you have the fantasy of what it's going to be like in person. And then you meet them and it's like, it's not there. So that's why I'm like, I like to go fast. I like to get like, let's meet at least within a month. And I know I don't like wasting time because I remember doing that before because phone conversation and the voice different than an in-person energy. So I don't like to waste a lot of time.
That's the fact.
Yeah. So, but I'm interested in doing that. You guys, we're going to do this one last time with Ready to Love. Well, actually we have, so you know what, for Wednesday, we're going to do a preview for the Never Ever Mets and talk a little bit about that. So we'll focus on that more on Wednesday. And then next Friday, of course, right back here for the final reunion part 2. We can be done with Fort Worth. Hopefully the cast had a great time. I know the guys were super excited.
And I might have a surprise after that next Wednesday.
Yes. Okay. All right. So we are good. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's broadcast. We had a good time. I am headed.
Part 2 of the reunion is gonna be way better, y'all. I know this one was kind of like way better.
It just between Will and Alexis, I was just like, whoa, Will, Mika, and Alexis, I was just like, this is not even, it wasn't even juicy. It was just weird. Like the energy was just.
I told y'all about that girl. I told y'all her and the other lady.
April called him Jeffrey. That was hilarious. But she did apologize. She did. And actually, Lamar was just happy to be there.
Yeah, Lamar should have just kept quiet, though. Don't say too much. Don't.
He was jumping in there. And then y'all hear Mika say the people that went home the quickest had the most to say. Like,
yo, the hood is coming like, Mika, I see you. Yes, she was right, though.
She was right. She was right. Well, all right. We're going to get out of here on a Friday night. It is, what is it? 11:30. Thank you guys for hanging out. We had a great time tonight. Over 500 people in the chat for most of the chat.
Thank y'all.
Yes, thank you. We love you guys. We will see you back here on Wednesday, and we're going to get into the Never Ever Mets. And then, of course, on Friday, we will wrap up this reunion. Wrap up the part 2 of the reunion for Ready to Love. Make sure that you are loving yourself. That was, to me, my dating tip was like, don't you gotta be able to not be more excited about another person than you are about yourself. So don't go too quickly. Hold your like back, and focus on you. Like you more than you like them initially, because the only time you're supposed to like them and sacrifice is when you are married, and you can't get there until you've done your work, in the words of Iyanla. So again, yes, I will quote Ray J, blessings to you all. Blessings to you. He had that reality show where he was dating women, and when he would kick them off, he would be like, blessings to you. Blessings to you. Just make me laugh. Just made me laugh.
Ray J of all, okay.
Ray J is hilarious. Well, all right, we love y'all. We'll see you guys right back here on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Be safe.
Out of here, y'all. Have a good weekend.